Today's day 94 on my journey to 2000, and we're gonna get straight into a game. I still haven't been studying that much, unfortunately, because I can't fix my sleep schedule, but hopefully by the end of this week it'll be fixed. Okay, let's get into a game. Yay, we're white. We're just gonna go into Vienna. Not overthinking. If this, we come here. Hey, usually the knight comes out first. We're just gonna bring the bishop here. Maybe it'll transpose into this idea. None of these ideas really work, sacking the bishop because my knight can come here. Okay, this is already very different. The pawn is trying to support the center. It'll also kick our bishop back. I'm tempted to actually attack the bishop, let him take, and then do some weird stuff, but we can come here and just threaten this right away, but I mean, it just helps him develop right after, so I don't really like that. Let's bring the knight here. We're gonna castle soon. This looks like a step that he's gonna make. We'll just bring the bishop back. Okay, he's obviously trying to trap my bishop. There's this idea targeting his bishop. And actually, we would be able to take it no matter where it goes. This also allows the queen to come in. We'll just go here to allow our bishop to escape. After this, we'll just go back here. Actually, we could take... Okay. This is a very weird kind of opening. Here, takes, forks. Yeah, I don't really like that. Let's bring our bishop to safety first. Just a preemptive move to prevent any of those ideas. We can push this pawn, bring our bishop out somewhere. Maybe here, actually. Then this move comes, though. I just realized this has been a free pawn for a while. And I haven't taken it, which is kind of dumb. If he castles, we might take it now. Okay. Yeah, you see, I screwed up. This person's probably rated below 1600. Nope, okay. I don't know. I was playing pretty stupidly. Maybe because my opponent was playing super fast. Let's kick the bishop out. I want to push this pawn to support the bishop, so maybe I could come here and bring the bishop and knight on this on this f square. Okay. If we go here, he could check us, but then we take, and then he checks us again, and then we stop with the knight. So something like this, this. The knight always can come to c3, essentially, is what I'm seeing. Okay. That stops ideas. Some ideas, but... Huh. Knight can obviously attack here. We could castle. We could take. Part of me just wants to castle. This doesn't do anything. Let's just castle. Now, if he comes here, we have this move. Ah, but our king would be pinned. I was thinking to get... But we pin the knight to the queen. Or we skewer it, or whatever. But actually, no. If he moves his queen away, we just take the... We can't take the bishop, because that threatens me. But we could take... Okay. So now we could come here. We could also come here, threatening this. But he could just castle out of the way. I don't really know what that does. This move threatens the queen. He could push this pawn, making his castling abilities more unstable. We could also take, let him take, and then bring the bishop. That's a good way of developing. I kind of like that. Let's do that. He has a lot of pawns on light squares. Okay. I'm gonna come here. Maybe we should have kept it there, but I didn't. Mm-hmm. Um, is there any trick here? Takes, back. I feel like our bishop is super strong. I don't know if I want to kind of ruin it. But we do have this knight move. He takes, we take with check. That looks fine. What if he attacks with the pawn? We come back, he takes the poisoned pawn, which doesn't seem that poison. We could come here, seemingly blocking off his escape, but then he comes here and he's fine. Actually, hard decision here. Another option is just to move this rook here, which I kind of like. Our bishop could get attacked, but not really. These pawns are not really in the way right now. I expect a castle pretty soon. If we come here and he castles, we can't really do that attack anymore. Our bishop being able to live here would be nice. But I kind of put the rook on b1, which makes an attack here kind of hard. If I left my rook here and takes, he wouldn't be able to take here. I would be able to put the bishop here. That would have been smarter. So I don't feel like this is good. Okay. This opens up his bishop, but also opens up his position to attack, it seems like. I'm thinking here. Yeah. This pawn doesn't protect here anymore, so we have this move. We also have this move. We have the bishop pair. Interesting. We can come here. If he takes, I don't want to lose the bishop for this knight. He's gonna block our... Okay, what if we come here? Takes. That looks really good. Also opens up our queen, but... I don't know why he didn't castle yet. I feel like we could have played this much better. Alright, we're just gonna keep eyes on this. This already looks super good. Like, super, super good. That's just a free queen. What? Okay, I don't know. This guy's probably triggered and just had a bad day. Because he's playing really badly. I think from the beginning of the game, I made a good amount of mistakes. Yeah, you see? Lost 2 games in a row. You guys, everyone has to listen to my rule. You lose 2 games in a row, you take a break from chess. Or else you just play off of kind of... Yeah, you don't play... You play off of just the tension and anger of losing. So actually, ever since I kept to that rule, my elo has been steadily climbing. Like, I've been playing less games than I used to. I used to play games off stream and we would go over them a lot. Now I play less games off stream, but my elo is going up, and I think it's because of that rule. I'm just more calm in my gameplay, and you can see I'm usually down in time in the beginning of the game, but it'll either be like a close time battle or it'll just be something like this, like simple blunder. You probably didn't notice because after the pawn move, my queen opened up. So I would say his best move is probably pushing this pawn, but then... Okay. Then I take with the bishop, he takes, and I take with check. And then he blocks with... Anyway. Yeah, you see I played with 50.7% accuracy, so really bad. So we go into the Vienna. I expect the knights to come out. He pushes a pawn, which is super weird. And already right away, I could go for this idea, which happens in the copycat variation, where the knights come here, and you come here threatening this pawn. The queen comes here threatening these ideas. The knight comes to attack and to fork. This is what I learned recently. And after this check, your king sidesteps it, and you're still threatening this, you're threatening this, and the game becomes very interesting. But that's not what happened. After he pushed this pawn, I should have realized that this was just, boom, the idea. Actually, I wonder if I pushed my queen here and he came here to defend. It actually is almost the same exact idea, except this pawn now stops the knight from coming in, which might be why my opponent played this way, expecting the copycat variation, but I was stupid and I forgot it, and this is how the game progressed. Now, in this case, I probably would have just developed the knight and maybe, like, attack this center, maybe a little later, castle. After something like this, I would probably step back here, and here I could even take. And that's the idea, and I would be up a pawn. Assuming my opponent plays this. Anyway, that's not what happened. I develop, and here right away, and I mentioned this in the game, I just miss a free pawn. But then I was like, I guess it's fine, because this looks a little annoying. But it's not annoying. It's not annoying at all. I could push back. I could push against the bishop, which looks pretty crazy. Because if he takes, I take like this, forcing him to go backwards. I have a strong center. And computer even says you could sack here because the bishop is watching, which makes a lot of sense. And he's losing his rook. This is just insane. So, yeah, I missed that. How many moves in a row? Even here. I think this is around the time I noticed it. But even here it would have worked. Because after this, I have d4 forking. And after takes, I'm attacking the knight. And I'm guessing the knight doesn't have a nice spot. Yeah, you see, he goes here. After that, I could take on g7, and it's kind of the same idea of attacking the rook applies. The knight protects it. The knight is protected as well. And so he could come somewhere like here, and it just looks pretty crazy. I guess the idea here is to get rid of the defense of this piece. Maybe the queen comes here to try to go for a trade, and even a trade here simplifies the game. So lots of cool tricks I missed. Stupidly missed too. I think I was just making really dumb mistakes. And here, I was right. Taking the bishop was the best move. I didn't see exactly why, but I kind of understood that the bishop, you know, I would have the bishop pair, and this bishop is kind of powerful because it's outside of the pawn chain, and the pawn chain is on light squares. I don't know if that's entirely even true, but his other bishop is blocked in. Anyway, after he comes in with this knight, apparently I had this move, because after this, I have d4. Beautiful move, with the idea that if he takes, he loses the knight. If he takes this way, well, first of all, my knight was protecting. So, and he still loses the knight. So a lot of bad moves there by me. Okay, so this was the best move, apparently. What would I do after he castles, though? Just continue the pressure. Wow, this is threatening mate. Jesus. I'm an idiot. It makes a lot of sense. And here again, I could sack this, because after this, I could even have this. Wow! I should have seen that. Queen can't take, because then he loses his queen. That is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. Yeah, I didn't see those ideas. Very nice, beautiful ideas in this game. A lot of misses too. So this bishop move was already good, because I trapped the queen here. I believe this becomes an actual poisoned pawn. The bishop protects my rook. You see, I didn't see that. And he can't come here or here because of my bishop, here because of my pawn, here because of my other pawn. Now, what if he comes here? This is some crazy stuff. I'm not mad at myself for not seeing it. He can't come here because of the knight, and this traps the queen. Okay. That was pretty crazy. I wouldn't have seen it. It's just that simple. But that's pretty crazy. So the poison pawn I did actually does work there. Just goes to show, even at my level. Oh my god, I'm rated 1691 too. Jesus. And it's my sister's birthday. Imagine I got to 1700. Anyway, the queen moved here. That was just a simple blunder. What I didn't realize, because I'm a little dumb, is that I did trap the queen. I trapped the queen even here. Jesus Christ, that's insane. His best move is probably to take this bishop, because he's just trapped, and maybe castle after that. Wow. Fascinating stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm super close to 1700, much faster than I expected. 1600 has been a quick journey. It's been pretty much a month. I've been at 1600 since February 29th. Now, you know, a month and a few days. So, pretty good. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great one. And if you watch this far, say Naruto in the description, in the comments, I mean. And have a good one. Bye bye.